Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is your favorite cousin back with another episode of Elevate Your Success 101, where we have that mentality over money talk that gives you guys that clarity therapy that you need to go out there and face any obstacle that might come your way. So on today's episode, I'm going to be bringing you guys so much value, right? I'm going to be helping you guys figure out who do you want to be. Right? That's today's topic on Elevate Your Success 101 is who you want to be. And before we get started, I want to give you guys a quote for today. And I want to help you understand that it's not where you are, but who you are that counts. Right? That's today's quote of the day. It's not where you are, but who you are that counts. So if you look at your current circumstances today, when you woke up this morning, understand that it's not where you are, but it's who you are that counts. Okay, so we're going to be talking about who do you want to be in today's episode of Elevate Your Success 101. So I'm so blessed and grateful to be having all of my fans back, all of my subscribers back, listen on a daily basis. Guys, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the podcast. We are on Spotify, Apple Music, Anchor, Beaker, Google Podcasts, every single streaming platform that there is out there. Our podcast is on it. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and dive in today's episode where we're going to talk about who do you want to be, right? Think to yourself and ask yourself, who do you want to be? So there's going to be 5 questions that you can ask yourself that's going to give you that self-reflection and really help you evaluate who do you want to be, right? So when you're thinking about who you want to be, the first thing you want to ask yourself is, what time would that person get up in the morning? Right? Maybe you see yourself as a successful business owner. Maybe a gentleman who has his own construction business. Maybe you own your own barbershop. Maybe you're a sports team coach, right? What time would that man wake up in the morning? And for my ladies, maybe you guys, you have bigger aspirations for yourself. You see yourself being a very successful individual down the line. Maybe as a mom, you're successful. As a wife, you're successful. As a co-worker in your career, you're successful. Think about, what time does the person that you want to be, what time do they wake up in the morning? Right? Are they sleeping until 11? Or are they up between 5 and 6 in the morning, ready to go, ready before everybody else, right? Taking full advantage of their 24 hours in a day. So when you think about who do you want to be, ask yourself, what time does that person get up in the morning? You say you want to be a professional athlete. What time does that professional athlete get up in the morning? Right? You say you want to be a model. What time does that model wake up in the morning? Okay? You say you want to have your own business and be an entrepreneur. What time does that entrepreneur wake up in the morning? Once again, are you guys sleeping in until 8, 9 o'clock in the morning? Or are you up 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning, ready to take full advantage of the 24 hours that we're blessed with? So that's the first thing that you want to figure out when you're trying to figure out who do you want to be. Ask yourself, what time does that person wake up in the morning? You probably have a vision of the person that you want to be. Okay? So what time does that person wake up? Number 2, ask yourself, what kind of food does that person eat? Okay? You want to be a phenomenal individual. You want to be wealthy. You want to have assets. You want to have a family legacy. You want to be known for something. You want to have power, respect, and influence. Well, what kind of food do you eat? Do you still eat McDonald's? Or are you eating more fresh proteins, right? More things that are filled with nutrients so that you guys can have more energy. See, I don't want you guys to eat for taste. I want you to eat for energy, right? Don't let that go over your head. I said I don't want you to eat for taste, but I want you to eat for energy, right? Because as a successful person, maybe you run your own business, maybe you're a student, maybe you're an athlete, an entrepreneur, whatever it is that you do, it's going to require you to have a lot of energy. So what kind of food does the person that you want to be, what kind of food do you eat? Like really, guys, ask yourself these questions, right? You have a vision of the person that you want to be. Ask yourself, what time does that person wake up in the morning? What kind of food do they eat? And the third thing, what kind of career do they have? So if you wake up in the morning or you go to sleep at night and you have this vision of yourself and you see who you want to be, what kind of career do you have? What kind of career does that person have? Right? Really outline it and ask yourself, what am I good at? What do I love doing? Right? What brings me joy? What puts a smile on my face? That's the kind of career you should have. You should have a career in which you're being fulfilled. Your self-happiness is being catered to in whatever career that you choose. So you see yourself, right? I'm pretty sure you have visions of your better self 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line, 5 years down the line. What kind of career does that person have? Really, really ask yourself what it is that you want to do for a living that's going to make you feel fulfilled. Okay? Now, the fourth question, what kind of people do they hang around? This person that you want to be, right? What kind of people do they hang around? Are they hanging around people that have a positive vocabulary? They have a vision for their lives. They have valuable resources. They're very productive with their time. Or do you hang out with the average people who, hey, cop a bottle and an eighth of weed every chance they get? They party and turn up every chance they get. Maybe they don't plan things out. Maybe they don't expand your horizon at all. These are the people that just make you feel comfortable in your day-to-day life. I want to actually encourage you guys to really, really evaluate your circle today, right? Today. After you hear this episode, really, really evaluate your circle, okay? And think about what type of people does the person that you truly want to be hang out with? What kind of people do they spend their time with? Once again, are you spending your time with productive people who are very ambitious, extremely resourceful, willing to help you out, willing to push you to the next level, to help you grow? Or are you hanging out with people who are stuck in the same situations, doing the same thing, hoping to get different results, right? I don't want you guys to hang around those people who are very comfortable with gossiping, right? Don't hang around with people who don't have any plans for how they see their lives turning out in the next 2 to 5 years. Don't hang out with people who can't help you learn something that you don't know. Don't hang out with people who don't add value to your life. So the fourth question is, what kind of people does the person that you want to be spend time around? What kind of people do they spend time with? Really, really ask yourselves, what kind of people do you, the person that you want to be, who are you going to hang around? Right? Because if you hang around 4 millionaires, you'll be the 5th millionaire. If you hang around 4 losers, you'll be the 5th loser. You choose which way you want to go about it. Now, the 5th and final question that I want you to ask yourself when you're determining who you want to be is, how much money do you make? This person that you see yourself being, right? You have a vision of yourself, right? How much money does this person make? The person that you want to be, how much money are you going to make, right? Maybe when you were little, you said, I want to be this when I grow up. I want to be that when I grow up. Maybe when you got out of college or when you got older in your later 20s and your later 30s, you said, I want to do this with my life. I want to do that with my life. And I want to be this type of person. Well, ask yourself, what type of money does that person make? Are you averaging $20,000 a year? Or closer to the $40,000-$60,000 a year? Or are you straight aiming for 6 figures a year and up? What type of money do they make? And I want you to be realistic with yourself, right? Be extremely realistic with yourself. The person that you see yourself being, right? What type of money do they make? I want you guys to ask yourself these 5 questions, right? What time does the person that I want to be wake up in the morning? What kind of food does the person that I want to be eat? What kind of career does the person that I want to be have? What kind of people do they spend time with? How much money does the person that I want to be actually make? I want you to decide it, and I want you to be it. So in today's episode, guys, I really wanted to get straight to the point and help you guys really determine who do you want to be. Right? Ask yourself 5 questions to help you determine who do you want to be. Ask yourself, what time does the person that I want to be wake up in the morning? What kind of food does the person that I want to be eat? What kind of career does the person that I want to be have? What kind of people does the person that I want to be hang around with? How much money does the person that I want to be actually make? Ask yourself these 5 questions, write them down, write the answer to it, and I want you to decide it and I want you to be it. I want you to decide what time you want to wake up in the morning. I want you to decide what type of food that you want to eat. I want you to decide the career that you want to have. And I want you to decide the people that you want to spend your time with. And most of all, overall, decide the type of money that you want to make. Okay? I want you to decide it and be it. And remember today's quote of the day. It's not where you are, but who you are that counts. Okay? It's not where you are, but who you are that counts. So today's episode, getting straight to the point, guys. I know you guys go to sleep at night, wake up in the morning, have random daydreams of the person that you want to be. Ask yourself, who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Some of you guys don't even know who you want to be. So when you wake up in the morning, ask yourself, what type of food am I going to eat? What type of career do I want to have? What type of people do I want to spend my time with? How much money do I want to make? I want you to decide it and be it. And always remember, it's not where you are, but who you are that counts. Right, guys? Take notes and actually go out there and ask yourself and take time with yourself to really figure out who you want to be. Some of you guys are pushing 25, pushing 30, pushing 35, pushing 40, and in between those ages, and you don't know who you want to be. And this is exactly why. Because you don't know what time that person wakes up. You don't know what type of food that person eats. You don't know what type of career that person wants to have. You don't know what type of people that person hangs around. And you don't know what type of money that person actually makes. So you don't know who you want to be because you haven't asked yourself these 5 questions. You mean to tell me you can't take 5 to 10 minutes out your day to ask yourself these 5 questions, to self-reflect on who you want to be? Because some of you guys are just going through life existing, but you're really not living. You're just existing. You're just waking up in the morning doing what it is that you have to do to make it through another day. And that's not living. But when you ask yourself these 5 questions and you do it over and over and over again, this is how you really design the lifestyle that you want to have. You choose what time you wake up in the morning. You choose the type of food that you eat. You choose what you do for a living. You choose the type of people that you want to spend around. And ultimately, you decide the type of money that you want to make. So I wanted to bring you guys this value, this knowledge today so that you can go out there and determine who it is that you want to be, because I want you to remember today's quote. It's not where you are, but who you are that counts. So you could be in a fucked up situation right now. It's not where you are. It's who you are that counts. So you need to ask yourself, who do you want to be? Who do you really want to be? Because it's not where you are in life that matters, but it's who you are in life that matters. So I want you to decide it and be it. If you guys found value from today's episode, go ahead and head on over to our website, Elevate Your Success 101. Shop the merch, shop the brand, shop the jogger suits, cop the hoodies, cop the phone cases, and show love to the brand, guys. And retweet this episode, share with your friends, share with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your mom, your dad, your older sister, your older brother, and even your children that are coming up and that can take the heat if they step into the kitchen, right? So I want you guys to understand that this episode was so important to me because I really want you guys to start figuring out, who do you want to be? You cannot be 25 and up and not knowing who you want to be. So remember, it's not where you are, but who you are that counts. If you found value from today's episode, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Follow us on all streaming platforms, and make sure you guys are tuned in for tomorrow's episode. It's going to be spicy, and I just want to thank you guys for letting me bring you so much value. And without further ado, elevate your success.